"That's a woman's job," a boy said with a smirk. "Only failed men do stuff like that." His dad was ironing clothes, stopped and looked at him, surprised. "What do you mean?" "I just think it's a woman's thing to do." But the boy's dad didn't get angry. "If you think it's a woman's job, you can go live with your mom for a while." The boy didn't believe his dad would do it, but he packed his bag anyway. The boy went to live with his mom, who immediately gave him chores to do. "If you live here, you will help out." At first, the boy refused, but his mom didn't give up. She made him do dishes, sweep the floor, and even help cook. The boy missed his dad, but he still didn't see why housework was important. One day, the boy was talking to his friends on the phone and heard them laughing about chores. "Real men don't clean." The boy laughed along, but inside, he started feeling uneasy. He remembered how his mom had made him clean the bathroom that morning and how his dad had done housework without complaining. He realized they were wrong. Housework wasn't about being weak. It was about being responsible. The boy picked up his phone. "I'm sorry, Dad. I was wrong. I didn't get it before, but I do now. I'm proud of you. You're learning something important." A mother rushed through the rain, holding her sick daughter, Emma. She knocked on the door of an old house. "Help! My daughter can't breathe!" The door opened slowly. An older man, Mr. Harris, stood there with a kind smile. "Come in, I'll help." He quickly grabbed his first aid kit and wrapped Emma in a warm blanket. As the mother looked around, she noticed books about medicine and old pictures of him with students. "You're a doctor?" "Yes, but I'm retired," he replied, still focused on Emma. Soon, the ambulance arrived. The mother thanked the old man as she rushed to the hospital. "You're welcome," he said softly. "It's what anyone would do." Later, at the hospital, the mother overheard a nurse. "Mr. Harris? He lost his license years ago. He made a mistake during surgery." The mother felt worried. What if he made Emma worse? The next day, she returned to ask Mr. Harris about it. He sighed. "I lost my license, but not because I was careless. I took the blame to protect someone else. I chose to help, even if it cost me everything." The mother was shocked. Mr. Harris didn't just have knowledge, but also kindness. She realized that how someone treats others is more important than their education. Emma was walking home when she saw a man stomping on cockroaches in the alley. She didn't like cockroaches either, so she hurried past. But then she heard a soft flutter. She turned back and saw a butterfly struggling under a soda can ring. Emma knelt down to help, but the man laughed. "Why bother? It's broken." Emma ignored him and freed the butterfly. It wobbled but managed to fly away. The man shrugged and walked off. Emma went home, feeling sad but proud. A few nights later, Emma saw the same man running toward her. Two men were chasing him, yelling, "Stop, thief!" The man hid behind Emma, begging, "Help me!" Emma didn't trust him. He had been so cruel to the butterfly, but the fear in his eyes made her pause. She pointed to a different path and shouted, "He went that way!" The men ran off, leaving Emma and the man alone. "Why did you steal?" "I was hungry. No one helps people like me." Emma frowned. "You said the butterfly wasn't worth saving. Do you think the same about yourself?" The man didn't answer, but his eyes filled with tears. The next week, Emma saw the man again, this time wearing clean clothes. He handed her a clumsy drawing of a butterfly. "Thank you," Emma smiled. "See, you can change." The man realized he wasn't worthless after all.
A nurse sat in the hospital break room, absent-mindedly eating a sandwich while scrolling through her phone. A weak, injured patient in a hospital gown slowly approached. His eyes locked onto the sandwich. Hungry, desperate, he reached for it, but just as his fingers brushed the bread, the nurse unknowingly turned away. He tried again. She shifted it further. His stomach growled. "Enough!" In one swift motion, he snatched the sandwich and took a big bite. Startled, the nurse jumped to her feet. "Excuse me, what do you think you're doing?" The patient clasped his hands together, his voice trembling. "I haven't eaten in days. Please don't be mad." The nurse frowned. "That doesn't mean you can take someone else's food." With an exasperated sigh, she tossed the rest of the sandwich toward him. The patient caught it eagerly and took another bite, until his face twisted in horror. He choked. He collapsed. Panic. The nurse rushed to his side. Heimlich maneuver. No response. Mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. Then, something felt in her mouth. She pulled back, coughing, and held up her hospital ID badge. The patient sat up, gasping. The nurse stared. "How did this get in your mouth?" Ignoring her, the patient snapped his fingers. The hospital director entered, holding a folder and a name tag. "Doctor, here's your promotion." The nurse blinked. "What?" The patient smirked, pulling off his hospital wristband. "I'm actually the owner of this hospital. I was looking for a kind-hearted leader, and you've proven yourself today. Drop a heart for this kind-hearted nurse."
A woman sat in the car, watching her son drive. She wanted to let him take charge, but every time she couldn't help herself. That way, the car missed the turn. "You're not paying attention, but you didn't say left or right." The woman felt a knot tighten in her chest. "You never focus." "I'm not a mind reader." And in the heat of the moment, the the woman swatted the back of his head. The car swerved and her son hit the brakes hard. "Get out!" The woman froze. Her little one started to cry in the back seat. She grabbed him and stepped out. As her son drove away, she felt a mix of anger and regret. Had she gone too far? The memories came rushing back. Her own mother, strict and controlling, using discipline as a way to mask fear and insecurity. Am I becoming her? Have I been so focused on control that I've forgotten to listen? As they walked along the road, a car sped past, too close for comfort. Mom clutched her younger son tightly, her heart racing. What if something happened to us? When her older son returned, she got in quietly. The rest of the ride was silent. That evening, she knocked on her son's door. "I'm sorry, I shouldn't have slapped you. I just worry about you so much." "I get it, Mom, but you need to trust me." A shy boy sat alone during lunch when a popular girl walked over with her friends. She knocked his sandwich to the floor and laughed. "Oops, Butterfingers." The boy quietly picked up his food. "It's okay, accidents happen." "Accident? I did it on purpose, church boy. You think praying will save you?" Her friends giggled as she poured juice on his homework. The boy didn't fight back. He just whispered a quiet prayer. "Stop mumbling to your imaginary friend." She ripped his Bible and threw it in the trash. The boy's eyes filled with tears, but he stayed calm. "God loves you too." This made her angrier. "Your God can't even afford you decent clothes." The teacher saw the boy on the ground and assumed he started it. "Both of you, principal's office now." In the hallway, the girl bragged. "I always win because my dad donates money to this school." But the principal's door was open and he heard everything. When they entered, he said sternly, "Young lady, I heard what you just said." After reviewing the security cameras, she was suspended immediately. The principal handed the boy his torn Bible. "Son, your faith kept you strong when others would have fought back. That's real courage. My mom says God has a plan for everything. Even bullies? Even bullies. They need love most of all." Comment yes if faith gives you strength. On a rainy afternoon, a girl worked quietly in a small cafe. The rain outside matched her tired mood, and the customers looked just as gloomy. A man in a gray coat entered, looking sad and lost. He ordered a black coffee and sat by the window. The girl noticed him staring at a crumpled piece of paper before sighing deeply. Curious, she brought him his coffee. "Rainy days can feel extra hard, can't they?" The man nodded. "Yeah, I lost my job and just broke up with my girlfriend. Everything feels hopeless." The girl felt a pang of sympathy. Normally, she would have returned to her work, but she remembered something her grandmother always said. "When you can't find the sunshine, be the sunshine." She went to the kitchen, picked a slice of strawberry cake, and carefully placed it on a plate. "Here, something sweet for a rainy day. It's on the house." The man looked surprised, but he smiled after the first bite. "Thank you." A few days later, he returned with a bouquet of daisies. "Your kindness reminded me that life still has good moments. A little sunshine, even on the gloomiest day, can make all the difference." A boy loved asking questions, but his teacher never had the answers he wanted. The boy was curious about everything. "Why do stars twinkle? Can worms grow in water? What happens if we mix soda with milk?" he would ask in class. His teacher, Mrs. Harper, frowned each time. "Stop asking silly questions and follow the lesson." The other kids laughed, and the boy's cheeks turned red. At home, the boy tried experiments on his own. He mixed vinegar and soap, and it bubbled over, spilling on the floor. "Stop making a mess." The boy felt hurt. No one liked his questions or experiments. He decided to stop asking and just listen quietly. One day, during a science lesson, the boy couldn't help himself. He raised his hand and asked, "What if plants could grow in soda instead of water?" Mrs. Harper sighed loudly. "Enough with these ideas. Not everything needs a question." The boy's heart sank. "But how can we learn if we don't ask?" The room went silent. Mrs. Harper looked at the boy and saw his hurt expression. She thought about his words and realized she had been wrong. The next day, Mrs. Harper brought soda and seeds to class. "Let's try Billy's experiment," she said with a smile. The boy beamed, and soon the whole class was excited about asking their own questions. Curiosity was a gift, and never to stop asking. A man never expected to see her again, but there she was. His ex-girlfriend from 15 years ago sat in the hospital waiting room, her hand resting gently on a teenage boy's shoulder. The man's heart pounded. Could it be? He had spent years wondering about the child they had created. He had left, yes, a coward's move, but he had thought about them ever since. He took a step forward. "Emily," she looked up, her eyes blank for a second. Then recognition. No anger, no sadness. "Is that?" He glanced at the boy, his features half familiar. Emily's lips curled into a small, knowing smile. "This is my stepson." The man's stomach twisted. "And our child?" She sighed. "He was adopted. He has a family. A real one." The man swallowed. "You never told me. You never stayed," she said simply. Silence. The man had imagined this moment for years. An apology, a second chance. But Emily didn't need an apology. She didn't need him at all. She turned to the boy. "Let's go." As she walked away, the man clenched his fists. He had hoped to reclaim something lost, but he had never really owned it to begin with. He can ignore responsibility, but he can't escape its consequences. Share this video with your friends if you agree.